Hello everybody! In this video I'm going to teach you how to play over Alone Together in the most simplest way possible, but also in the best way possible because it sounds the most musical. So what we're going to do is we're going to use the concept minor conversion. I'm going to show you exactly how to play over the first few chords of Alone Together. So the chords D minor, and then it goes E minor, A7, D minor, E minor 7 flat 5, A7, D minor. So basically what's happening is just a series of minor, and then it goes minor 2 flat 1 back to minor, right? D minor, E minor 7 flat 5, A7, D minor. So this is really interesting. A lot of people have trouble with this, but it's actually pretty easy. So first steps first. Let me show you basically. So as you see right here, here is Alone Together, okay? And here are the chords, the first few chords that we have to worry about, okay? So we're not gonna do too much. We're just gonna look at this, this is D minor, and then here we have a 2 flat 1 back to D minor. And then it does that again, and then here something else happens, 2 flat 1 to G minor, right? So that's basically what's happening, right? And so we gotta realize how do we play over these chords. And the most important thing are these. So this is the stuff that I want you to learn. This is the minor formations 1 to 4. I'm gonna put a link down below so you can download the PDF if you need it. But what they are just a way to map out the fretboard, all right, using Pat Martino's method from his book Linear Expressions. But these aren't the ones like identical to him because I've made them my own, all right? I put my own spin to them. And I've done 4 formations as opposed to 5, which he does. But what they are just a way to map out the fretboard with bebop lines. That's what they are, all right? So instead of playing, so let me just show you, like instead of playing like a scale, like a G minor scale, like what you're doing is you go immediately it sounds more bebop. So that's how it is. It's a way to play effortlessly across the fretboard, but it being music, it sounds like music. So that's the whole point, okay? And that's what I want you to learn. So go learn the 4 formations and then come back to this video. By the way, if you want to join my mentorship, what you can do is you can book a call down below with me, and I'll see if you're eligible to join the mentorship, which is a great place if you want to learn to transform your playing, as a lot of people have done. So you can book a call to see if it's for you, and we'll talk about your goals. It's been helping a lot of people, and it's for you if you really want to transform your playing in 90 days. But so basically, learn the 4 formations, come back to this video, and when you're back, this is what we're going to do. So now when you're back, what we're going to do is we're going to look at this, okay? So to make this as simple as possible, what we're going to do is we're going to actually not think about this D minor. Let me see if I can get this. Let's not think about this D minor. Let's not think about this E minor 7 flat 5, and let's just think about an E minor 7 flat 5, like a long E minor 7 flat 5, right? That's what's happening. So instead of thinking D minor, we're going to think about a long 2 flat 1 to this D minor. All right, let me erase some stuff so it's easier to see. Let me do this again. So what we're doing is we're doing long 2 flat 1 to here. So this E minor 7 flat 5, A7, D minor. That's what we're gonna do. So how that, if we do that, you gotta do another thing after you've realized this. We're gonna convert this to a minor so we can use the minor formations. And what minor? Well, it's not that difficult, because what you do when it's a minor 7 flat 5, you just go up a minor third. Minor third, which becomes G minor. G minor. So you're thinking G minor, and this A7, you're going to think G minor over it too. So basically what you do is you just think G minor, G minor, D minor. So the new way to think about it would actually look like this. And be sure to rewind the video if you're like not following, or just join my mentorship if you need my expert help. So you gotta book a call down below if that's interesting for you. Anyway, G minor, G minor, D minor. And that's the first thing that's happening. So G minor formations, D minor, right? You're landing on D minor. And this is crucial because you want to land. What does that mean? Well, you got to land on a chord tone in D minor, so it actually sounds good. And then here, the same thing is happening, right? So this is G minor, and then here, D minor. So instead, like before we go into this, let's just see how that sounds. Like, how does it sound if we just use this concept? So let's look at that. So we have a long 2/1 to D minor, and we're gonna think G minor. So how that sounds, if I use the second formation, so the second formation of G minor, this is how it would sound. Right? So you see, it works like a charm. And I'm not thinking D minor, D minor, E minor 7 5 5 A. I'm not thinking about every chord. I'm just playing G minor over the whole thing. So that's what I'm doing, and that's the thing that makes it make sense, because I'm playing longer lines. I'm not just if I were to switch for every chord like what I'm doing, it's gonna sound very stagnant and not so nice. So that's basically how you do it. All right. So G minor, D minor, and then G minor. You do the same thing here basically. And then comes A minor 7 5 5 D7 G minor. So now you got to do the exact same thing, just in G minor instead of D minor. So what you do then is you just play C minor. And why do you play C minor over this? Well, because a minor third up from A, minor third up is C minor. So that's what's happening. Let's raise that. So that means you can play C minor going into G minor. And how does that sound? Well, if you have the C minor formations, you know where they are all over the neck, which is an important thing to learn them all over the neck. Right? You go. You find some phrases that work. As you know, there's so many things you can do, which is beautiful. But just that's how you do it. Whenever it's a minor 2/1, minor 2/1, so half diminished is first chord. You go up a third, minor third, C minor. That's your minor. C minor. And then you land on G. So you got to find the chord tones too and all that stuff. So I'm going to say this once again. If you need structure, if you need practice routine, if you need something that actually works and you want to invest in your own playing, for God's sake, book a call down below. You won't regret it, okay? This is for this, like, if you really are serious about your development as a jazz guitarist, book a call down below and I'll basically show you how my mentorship works and how it's helped so many people transform their playing. So do that, and I hope this video helped. Comment down below if you want to see other videos, and see you soon. Bye-bye.